Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and today I'm going to switch it up and teach you how to make your own design using just 2 pegs. This is Hybrid Theory, lesson number 1 on the fishtail. And what I mean by hybrid theory is there are a bunch of foundation stitches that exist in Rainbow Loom, and once you mix these stitches up, you can make different variations of the fishtail. For today's tutorial, provided by Joe Hunt, 5 Kids Cause Chaos, we will be teaching you how to make the Clownfish and the Tang Fish using this template as an example. Also, as a bonus, I have created my own design using this tutorial, and this bracelet is unnamed, so comment in this video on suggestions, but it's a proven method. As long as you follow the instructions, you too can create your own designs. It's very mathematical, and if you factor in permutations, the number of combinations that exist for variations is in the thousands. So share your creations, use the hashtag Justin's Toys Hybrid, and I would really like to see what people come up with. So the first bracelet we're going to make in this tutorial is the Clownfish, and all you're going to need is a setup with 2 pegs. Alright, let's get started. If you want to make this exact color scheme, instead of the colors that I filled out this blank with, just replace turquoise with black, gold with white, chameleon green with red, and gold with orange. So the way that you start all of these variations are the same, and over here on this template I have the instructions. First thing you want to do is place a triple cap B band onto one of the pegs, and if you take a look, my B band is gold. I'm gonna grab a triple cap band, which means triple looped. If you don't know how, you just take your hook, get in front of the right side, then bring it through the loop and bring it forward and down, creating that cross. Bring that hook through, then go down and forward, creating another cross, and bring the hook through the loop. Then you want to grab all 3 of these ends and place it on top of one of the pegs. It doesn't really matter which one. Okay? Next, you want to place a cat C band and connect the 2 pegs. So my C band is chameleon green, so I'm going to take it. Easiest way to put a cat band on 2 pegs is to take it, put it on the peg, okay, and twist it just like this. And when you twist it, you want to bring that other loop right around that peg and bring it over, so that now you have a cat band on this peg, and you want to grab both ends and bring it over. And that'll be the easiest way to put a cap band on top. Next, you want to place a regular D band connecting 2 pegs. So D is gold, and you want to place it on top of these 2 pegs normally. And then you want to bring the triple cap band on the bottom up to the center. So grab all 3 of these ends, bring it up and over to the center, and then push down, and then place band A, then band B on the top. So A is turquoise and B is gold, and I'm just going to place them on top normally. A is turquoise and B is gold. Okay, so now we want to start our sequence. So we just place the gold on top, which means we want to do a inverted bottom stitch. So for your convenience, on the top I have the definition of all the stitches. Inverted bottom, which is going to be right here. means in front of the second from the bottom band and bring the bottom up. So in front of second from the bottom, which is that gold right here, and bring these bottom bands up, which should be 2 ends of chameleon green. So in front of second from the bottom and bring those bottoms up. Okay. Next, we are going to put a chameleon green on top. Just push down. Place a chameleon green on top. And we are going to do a switch top loop, which means band on top, which I just did. Put the band on top and switch loop the bottom. To switch loop the bottom, you want to go in front of that second band from the bottom, which is this turquoise, and then grab that gold. But while you're grabbing that gold, you're taking your thumb and you're holding onto this turquoise right here. And you're going to bring both of these ends. One's on the hook and one's on your thumb. Bring it up. Let the turquoise go. You might help with your finger, but get in front of this peg and then bring this gold down. Back on top of that peg. You want to do that with the other side as well. I'm just going to zoom in so you can focus better. Get in front of just that second to bottom band, which is that turquoise. Grab that gold with the hook on the bottom. Grab both of these ends, bring it up and over. Let go of the turquoise. Bring it down so that it's in front of this peg, and bring the gold back onto the peg and over. Okay? And now you can push down. And that finishes step C. Now we're on step D, which is gold on the top, and bring it up regular. Okay, so regular bottom, and push down, and then turquoise. Then it is a middle bottom loop. Middle bottom is going to be second band from the bottom up. So, second band from the bottom, which is this gold, bring it up. Second band from the bottom up, push down. Next is going to be gold and inverted bottom loop. So inverted bottom is get in front of that second from the bottom, grab that chameleon, bring it up, and in front of second from the bottom, grab that chameleon, bring it up, push down, and next is chameleon green switch top. So band on top, switch loop, which is in front of second from the bottom. Grab that gold, bring both of these up and over. Let your thumb go and bring this down. Okay, same on the other side. Get in front of just that turquoise or second from the bottom. Grab that bottom gold, bring both of these up. I'm holding onto it with my thumb. Let go of my thumb. And then bring this gold back on top. Okay. So next is gold and regular. So push down, place the gold on top, and bring the bottom up regular. Okay, push down. Next is turquoise middle bottom. Okay, which is second from the bottom, bring it up, second from the bottom, and bring it up. Okay? So that's basically it. You just keep on continuing on until this bracelet is long enough to fit around your wrist. Push down, gold on top. That's inverted bottom, so get in front of that second from the bottom. Grab that bottom, bring it up. In front of second from the bottom. And grab that bottom. Bring it up. Push down. Chameleon green. Switch top. So, switch loop. Hold on to it with your thumb. Bring both up. Let go of your thumb. Bring this down. Okay. Do the same thing with the other side. Get in front of just that teal. Bring these two up. Let go. And bring this gold back down. Okay. And I'm just going to do this a little bit more faster for another 2 sequences before I just fade to the end. Alright, so I'm just going to fade to the end. As you can see, it's starting to build, and I'll be back once it's ready to be clipped. Okay, so I'm at the point where I feel like my clownfish is long enough to fit around my wrist, and I'm just going to continue this sequence for 2 more times before I clip it. So next is going to be gold, and then loop up regular. Teal and middle bottom. So second from the bottom, bring it up. Second from the bottom, bring it up. Push down. Gold and inverted bottom. So in front of that second from the bottom, grab the bottom, bring it up. In front of second from the bottom, grab the bottom, bring it up. Push down, chameleon green, and switch loop. So get in front of second from the bottom, grab the bottom, hold on to this with my thumb, bring this up, let go of my thumb, get in front of that peg, and bring the gold back. Okay, same with the other peg. Get in front of the teal, get behind that gold, hold on to the teal with my thumb, bring these both up, let go of my thumb and bring this gold back down. Push down. And then next is gold. And that is looped up regular. Okay. Now one tip for everybody is I like to end whenever there is a switch loop or an inverted loop. So I'm actually going to stop on the next chameleon green that I apply. So right now we're on gold. Bring up the gold on the bottom. 1, 2. Push down. Teal. Middle top. Or middle bottom. So second band. Bring it up. Bring it up. And gold. Inverted bottom. In front of just that second band. Grab that chameleon green. Bring it up. In front of that second band. Grab that chameleon green. Bring it up. And this is going to be my last one. Chameleon green switch loop. Get in front of that teal, behind that gold, grab the gold, bring this up, let the teal go, bring the gold back down, and same. Get in front of the teal, get behind the gold, hold on to the teal with your thumb, bring both of these up, bring this back down, and at this point you can just bring up the bottom 2 bands as well. Down here, both of them, just bring it up and bring up the bottom 2 over here as well. Bring it up, tug on it a little bit, and now you just want to narrow these 2 ends down to just 1. So I'm going to go in with my hook facing down, bring this off just like this. I'm going to hold on to this end so it doesn't fall off and fold it back down. Use the edge of this peg so that you can wrap this around. And now you want to grab a C-clip and clip those 2 gold ends. Just go in about halfway, bring the clip down, pull it off, and there you have it. That is complete. Now we just want to clip the other end, and you just want to have it straightened to itself. And as you can see, the cleanest way is to go in and grab these 3 ends of the gold. I'm just going to put it over and one by one clip all 3 of these ends. There's 2. And there should be 1 more. Okay, so there you have it. That is the finished clownfish. This is a teal, chameleon green, and gold variation. And next we will be moving on to the Tang Fish. If you want to make this exact bracelet right here, just fill in these blanks as gold, then yellow, then black, then white. But for this tutorial, I'm going to choose pink, then brown, then green, then jelly pink. Okay? So, just like before, the setup is the same. All you need is 2 pegs, and you're starting it the same exact way. Triple cap a B band, which is brown, onto 1 peg. So I'm not going to go into detail, just triple. Alright, and place it on top of the peg. And put a capped C-band connecting the two. My C color is green. Cap it. And place it on top. Then put a regular D band on top. My D color is jelly pink. Put it straight above. Bring that triple cap band up and over. Push down. Then put A and B, which is pink and brown, on top normally. Okay? So when we put brown on top, we want to loop up regular. So at this point, let's bring up that bottom band, bottom two bands up regular, push down. Then we want to do a green on top, then switch top, which means put the band on top and switch loop that bottom. So again, we're going to do that by getting in front of that second to the bottom band and grabbing that bottom band, but while you're holding on to that bottom band, you're using your thumb to grab that second from the bottom band, bringing them both up top. Let go of your thumb and push down slightly and bring this jelly pink back up top. Again, get in front of the second from the bottom band for that pink. Hold on to it with your thumb while you use the hook to grab that bottom band for that jelly. Bring both of these up. Let go of your thumb. Bring that down and bring this jelly pink back up top. Okay? So next is jelly pink and middle top. So jelly pink on top and middle top. So the middle top right now is this jelly pink. Bring it up and over, up and over. Push down. Next it's pink. And that is going to be an inverted center. Inverted center is in front of the second and third band and bottom up. So get in front of that second and third band. Alright, these two, and bring that bottom up in front of the second and third band. Grab that bottom band and bring it up. Okay? And push down. Then brown. Brown is regular. Okay? Regular. Next is green. Green, and that's a switch top. So, again, get in front of that second from the bottom. Hold on to this with your thumb while you grab that other band on the bottom, bring it up, let go of your thumb, push down over here, and bring this back up top. Then do the same thing on the other side. Get in front of just that second from the bottom band, grab that bottom, hold on to this with your thumb, bring both ends. Let go of your thumb and bring this back down. Okay? And push down. Next is jelly pink, and that's middle top, which is third from the bottom or this band, and you're bringing it up. Third from the bottom, which is jelly pink, bring it up, push down. Next is pink, and that's inverted center. Okay, so that's basically the sequence. You're just going to go over and over until this grows to be long enough to fit around your wrist. So I'm just going to continue this for another 4 sequences or so before I fade to the end. Next is brown, regular. Next is green, switch top. Again, get in front of the second to the bottom. Hold on to it with your thumb. Bring both of these up. Let go of the thumb. Bring this jelly back down. Do that with the other side. Okay. Jelly pink. Middle up. Middle top up. Pink. Inverted center. Inverted center. Push down. Brown. Regular. Right. So now I'm just gonna go without commentary. Green. Alright, so at this point, I think I'm just going to fade to the end so you can see it's building. I wanted it to look kind of like a flower, and it kind of does. So there's a stem, there's a petal, and there's the bud. But I'm just going to fade to the end when this bracelet is long enough to fit around my wrist. Okay, so I'm at the point where this bracelet is long enough to fit around my wrist, and I'm just going to continue the sequence for 2 more sets before I clip it. Next is going to be pink, and that is a inverted center loop. So get in front of both of these center bands, grab that bottom, bring it up, in front of both of these centers. Grab that bottom, bring it up. Next is brown. Place the brown on top. Bring up regular. Okay. Next is green. Switch top. So get in front of that pink. Grab that jelly. Hold on to this pink with your thumb. Bring these both up, let go of your thumb, and bring this jelly back down. Same thing with the other side. In front of just the pink, grab that jelly pink with the hook, bring both of these up, let go of your thumb, and bring this jelly back down. Okay, next is jelly pink, and that's middle top. So I'm gonna bring that jelly pink up, the second end from the top. And push down. Next is pink. And just like on the clownfish, I'm gonna end on the switch loop because that makes for the cleanest ending. So right here, pink, inverted center. So get in front of the two middle bands. Bring that brown up. Same over here. Grab that bottom, bring it up. Then brown is regular. Bottom up. And then green is switch loop. So place the green on top. Get in front of just that pink. Grab that jelly pink with the hook. Hold on to this pink with your thumb. Bring it up. Let the thumb go. Put the jelly back on top. Same with this peg. Get in front of just that pink. Hold on to it with your thumb. Grab that jelly pink. Bring both of these ends up. Let go. And bring this jelly pink back up top. Okay? And now, since that was my last band, we can bring up both of these other ends up and over. Both of these other ends up and over. So now there is only one jelly pink on each of these pegs, and I want to narrow these two ends down to one. So I'm going to go in with my hook. Again, face it this way, and my hook facing forward. I'm going to hold on to this pink end on this peg and bring this other end up and over. And now I can grab a C-clip. So grab a C-clip, have the groove on the bottom, go about halfway in, and then push down and grab both ends. And once you have both ends, you can pull it off. Just tug on it a little bit to straighten it out. And now you can clip the other end. So straighten it out, bring it back to itself. And as you can see, the cleanest way is to go in like this. So I'm just going to grab these three ends of that first triple capped. And there you have it. That is the completed Tang variation created by Joe Hunt. And now we are moving on to my own design. And basically what you want to do is make sure that whenever you start, the same sequence of bands are going to be on the peg. And I'll explain what that means later on. But for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm just going to take some random stitches, hopefully put them together, and that will make a new design. So let's pick something. Middle top, regular, inverted, center, and switch bottom. Okay, and the colors I'm gonna use hopefully will yield a flame: red, orange, black, and yellow. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab those colors right now. Be right back in a second. Just like we do before, the start starts the same. Place a triple cap B band on one peg, and B band for me is orange, so I'm triple capping it. 1, 2, 3. And I'm placing it on one of the pegs. Then next, place a capped C-band, which is black, on top of the 2 pegs. Okay. And then place a regular D-band on top of the 2 pegs. So my D-band is yellow, regular. And then bring the triple cap band up. Then place an A and B, so a red and an orange on top. And start my loop process. So on the orange, I'm bringing up regular. So bringing up these 2 blacks. 1, 2. Then the next one, I'm bringing up, I'm placing a black and doing an inverted center loop. So get in front of both of these, grab that bottom, bring it up, get in front of both of these, grab that bottom, bring it up. Okay, so from 4 steps from now, as long as these bands are in the same order, so red, orange, black, yellow, and when yellow's in the center, I know that this sequence will work. So I'm just gonna write red, orange, black, yellow in the center. As long as that is the same as this, then my sequence will definitely work. So I'm just gonna continue. Black is the last one I placed, and yellow is next. And that's going to be switch bottom. Let's change that to switch top, because I don't like switch bottom. Alright, get in front of that second to bottom, grab that red, bring it up, and then bring this red back. Get in front of just that. Second bottom band, grab that red, hold on to this with your thumb, bring this up, let it go, and bring this back down, and push down. Next is going to be red, and that is going to be a middle top. So right here, middle top loop, and push down orange and regular. Regular, regular, push down, black, and inverted center. Black and inverted center. Okay, so at this point it's 4 loops from where I said I would check, and it was red, orange, black, and yellow in the center. So considering that this layout is the same exact as 4 steps prior, this sequence will definitely work. I'm not going to show the rest of the video, I'm just going to cut to the end when this bracelet is completed. So I finished making this mystery bracelet. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but it looks pretty cool. As you can see, since the sequence always looks the same after 4 steps, this bracelet is possible to be made. And this is the final product. And I'm just going to do 2 more bands The next band is going to be yellow, which is switch top. So I'm actually going to do one more sequence. I'm going to end on this band after one sequence. Switch loop, which means get in front of that second band from the bottom. Grab both of these, bring these up, let go of your thumb. Red on top, get in front of that second band from the bottom. Grab that bottom, bring both of these ends up, let go of your thumb, and then bring this red on top. Okay, push down. Next is going to be red, which is middle top. Red, bring this red up, and bring this red up. Okay, push down. Orange and regular. Orange, regular, regular, push down, and black and inverted center. Black, get in front of the two center bands, bring that bottom up, get in front of the two center bands, bring that bottom up, push down, and yellow, which is going to be my last band. I'm placing this yellow on top, and I'm going to do a switch loop. So get in front of that second band from the bottom, hold on to that band with your thumb, bring both of these ends up, let go with your thumb, bring this down, same with this peg, get in front of that second band, grab that bottom band, bring both of these up, let go of your thumb, and bring this red back on top. And like I said, I always like to end on a switch loop. If a switch loop isn't available, then an inverted loop is also good to end on. But now I'm going to bring these bottom two up, and these bottom two up, so that only one jelly remains on each peg. And I'm going to narrow this down to just one. So I'm going to go in, my hook's facing forward, hold on to this end with your thumb, fold this back down, use the edge of that peg, and there you go. Now those two ends are on that one peg, and I could clip it. So go in halfway, clip it, and now since I have both ends, I can pull it off. And tug on it just a little bit to tighten it up. Okay. And once it's tightened, you can clip the other side, straighten it out, and as you can see, this is the cleanest way. And I'm going to clip these three ends right here. There's one, and there's three. Alright, so there you have it. This is the mystery design that I just created. Don't know what to call it, but you can make your own design using this template. Just remember that once you have a sequence, as long as you're on band number A and the next band number A you apply has the same exact order of bands, you're good to go. Share your creations, hashtag Justin's Toys Hybrid, because I would really like to see what creations you have come up with using this tutorial. Alright, this is Rob from Justin's Toys. Special thanks to Joe Hunt, Instagram 5KidsCauseChaos, for inspiring me to make this tutorial and for showing us how to make the Clownfish and the Tang Fish designs. Happy looming!